Chances are, if you're watching this video, you're looking for an answer to a question as old as time. Should you, a person who is probably your average consumer, pre-order games? No. But, should you pre-order games if they look extremely cool? Well, what's the answer, bud? That's right, you should subscribe to my channel and also no. Unless one of your favorite video games ever was The Witcher 3, I recommend waiting until the game releases and people give their thoughts on the finished product before you pay for a game. Allow me to explain. Even if you did love CD Projekt Red's last game, which was a really good game, there's no guarantee this game will work as promised. What we've all seen so far are just advertisements. Showcases controlled directly by the company distributing the game. So don't you think for a second that they would willingly show you a bug. And from my point of view, if that presentation was an attempt to show the very best of what the game has to offer in order to persuade people to buy it, it didn't exactly blow my mind, even if it did look pretty cool. And despite the fact that nothing specifically blew me out of the water, I don't exactly see any major red flags like I did for Fallout 76. Which, by the way, I got a bunch of dislikes from my skepticism, to which I respond over a year later. You should have listened to me, you goofy fucks. Okay, but seriously, the one thing that I've learned over the past few years is that even if a developer has historically delivered really good games, there's no guarantee that will last forever. Especially when it seems like the cycle of production for so many titles relies so much on crunch before release. Cyberpunk in theory seems extremely cool. A lot of the things they've been talking about have made me really excited. But there's yet no proof of concept. We have to wait for that. And I'm not here to help these companies advertise their games to you. I'm here to deliver my gamer girl hot takes for you. But mostly, I'm here to touch some butts. Having said that, listen. Despite my trepidation at becoming too invested in Cyberpunk 2077's success, I certainly hope it ends up being good because let's be honest, fellow gamer girls, we desperately need another good open world RPG to save us from the loot box invasion. I mean, I love games that let me explore a completely different world, make interesting choices, and overall just take a mind vacation to a place I'm gonna be honest, I'd never actually want to be at. Am I being fucking mauled by what? 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 And so far, Cyberpunk 2077 really does seem like it might be exactly that kind of game. Or a slightly more sophisticated Mass Effect. Honestly, I don't know. So here is a list of things that CD Projekt Red have mentioned or shown about the game that I really like. Super cutie vistas, alternate quest endings, player background stories that apply themselves in dialogue choices, player skills that apply themselves in dialogue choices, cool outfits that make me look like a space cowboy, warring factions that you can choose between to cozy up to, and a bunch of other things that Fallout New Vegas already did 10 years ago. Oh wait. Haha, you thought I was gonna be earnestly positive for more than a full minute?
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Fallout 76 made me a changed woman, my dudes. All I'm saying is that Cyberpunk 2077 was originally pitched to be a game to change the entire landscape of video game RPGs, to be revolutionary. And as far as we can see, it looks like a promising RPG with some great dynamic FPS combat. But is it really anything that new or different? I've yet to see that. But is that okay? Sure, that's okay. In fact, if what we get is a much more technologically advanced Fallout New Vegas with snappier combat, I will be beyond excited to play it through many times over. And I'd much rather a game commit to solidly executing its gameplay mechanics, even if a lot of it has been done before, than for the studio to dive into a realm of gameplay it isn't equipped to execute on. But you know what we are getting that is different? A bunch of cool vehicles we will all only name Roach. Heck yeah. Oh, and also, it doesn't look like moldy potatoes like Fallout New Vegas does. And I mean, the fact that I was reminded of Fallout New Vegas while they were pitching the RPG elements is kind of a great sign, I think. And maybe if Cyberpunk 2077 is successful, it will encourage other game developers to take note and might also lead to New Vegas stands shutting the fuck up for once. Oh yeah, Animal Crossing is cool, I guess, but can you beat the game by killing everyone? That said, I really hope the game is not a buggy mess, and I definitely hope that the RPG elements are fleshed out, and it doesn't fall into the same kind of trap Rockstar fell into by prioritizing a cinematic experience over a dynamic player-driven one. The truth is, the game looks like a lot of fun. Probably won't be particularly moddable, as CD Projekt Red games tend to only have minimal mod support, so I'd expect another solid 70 hours of gameplay like Witcher 3 delivered. But again, we don't know that for sure. Great studios have been dropping the ball all over the place recently. And man, especially if you're just gonna buy a digital copy, why not wait to make sure it isn't bad before you play it? Just saying. It'll probably be good, but just saying. Best case scenario, I'd love to have a game that ends up encouraging me to solve problems in the world in unique ways, try out different play styles, and spend a ton of time finding little details in the world. And I can promise you, if this game does end up being incredible, you'll see me making a ton of videos on it. I sure hope it will be. But we don't know until we know. I just don't have it in me to get hyped to oblivion over what could be the best game coming out next year, only to be disappointed because the final product ends up being broken. But dang, I hope it's good. Like, subscribe, and remember to brush your teeth. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And special thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. You guys are the best, the best, the best, the best. I know this wasn't any big review or anything like that, but I just thought I would say thank you to everyone who is currently supporting me on Patreon because it means so much. Thank you so much, the buttery boy himself, Jack Burton 2, and the legend Shuns Boy, along with Wonder WV, Recon is Dead Inside, Scott, Shadow Warrior 1000, David, Great Osiris, Voroman, David, Oswald VDB, Jordan, Damien, Joshua, Stefan, and Jesse. Thank you guys so much. You're amazing. I can't thank you enough.